Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. As you can see, there's been a terrific atmosphere here. There is great expectation, excitement, and it has built nicely in these idyllic conditions. Conditions which are certainly playing their part in creating a glorious ambience. It's quite a struggle to get in here, points of access hard to come by, and an awful lot of people gathering to get through the gates. But regardless of that, there's a great feel here and much excitement for the game. It is a monster matchup, Jim Begley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Musiala! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Douglas Luiz, some good work on the right flank here. Vinicius, he's tried one! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
And he cuts out the supply. Gabriel. Danilo might just make this. Raum. And it's Toni Kroos. Now it's Füllkrug. Füllkrug! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision.
That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Gabriel. To Marquinhos. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is good strength. Great leap! Danilo. And Gabriel. And they've switched it over to the other side. The most accurate pass. Sané. Rodrigo. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Sané. Musiala. It's a real chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rudiger. Raum. Marquinhos gets rid without sophistication. Raul. And that's aimed into the middle. That's going to go a long way. Vinicius Junior, and here's the chance to counter. Schlotterbeck. It's Kimmich. Sané. It's Kimmich. Interesting ball. Can he latch on to this? And that has been clubbed away. Bruno Guimaraes, Eva Nielsen, out to the right. Rodrigo, and it's Danilo. It's a good run down the right. Oh, nice touch. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Passes short and sharp. Brazil finding their passes. Oh, he's found him in space. Bruno Guimaraes. Fulkrug do have a chance to counter here. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Musiala. And it's Gundogan. Turns back here, probably the best option. Gently done. Danilo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Musiala. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Danilo. Now it's Rodrigo. Shot a goal! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bruno Guimaraes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice sequence of passes this. Danilo. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
And he can clear it away. Kimmich. Schlotterbeck. And it's Sané. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Oh, he's hit the bar! Musiala, Toni Kroos, Marquinhos attempts a clearance. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Marquinhos. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now then, the ball's come loose. Stood up well to him there. Gundogan is there to clear. Vinicius Junior. He's in a great position. He can get that clear. It's a good ball played into space. Now it's Füllkrug. He is through here. Gabriel wins the duel this time. And it's hoisted clear. Raum. Now Gundogan. Kimmich. That has been knocked clear. Lovely feet. And Sonny! Well, he should have gone better, and he knows it. Passing nice and neat. Gundogan. Raum. Musiala. That's tidy. Chance! And that has been cleared.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Played in with accuracy. And he's had it nicked away. Musiala. Shifted upfield. Over to the left. Could try cutting inside here. Played into the middle. Oh, that's a fine interception. Moved on forwards. That's a good run down the left. It may be goalless, but it is not without interest.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's been very lively at both ends.
Kimmich with the clearance. Marquinhos. And it's Danilo. Done delicately. It's a goal kick. Marquinhos. it's Sané. Bruno Guimaraes. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Kimmich. Now Schlotterbeck. Rodrigo.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Musiala. Kimmich. Now it's Sané. He has found a way through. Tries to get it clear. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, that's a key interception. Calmly anticipates. Marquinhos. To Marquinhos. Danilo is onto it in a flash. And Gabriel. Rodrigo. Danilo with the cross. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Sané. No, that's been intercepted. Douglas Luiz. Now it's Rodrigo.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Douglas Luiz. Vinicius Junior. Goalkeeper's ball. Sané. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Gundogan. And here's Sané. Sané!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Rodrigo. Rodrigo. Eva Nielsen. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Musiala. Kimmich. For Musiala. Aim forwards. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Strong running down that left flank. And it's played forward. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. It's anyone's ball now. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Eva Nielsen! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Germany can start a counter here. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo, there's the shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Gabriel, and it's Marquinhos. And Marquinhos, it's an inviting looking ball that. Gundogan spots it and intercepts. Sane. Kimmich. Forwards and with intent. Defending of the desperate variety. Toni Kroos. It's run loose here. Eva Nielsen. So what can they make of this? Rodrigo. And the finish!
Rodrigo really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Marquinhos. Musiala. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. It's Toni Kroos. Oh, good spread. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Lucas Luis. Good play on the left-hand side here. Fulkrug. Oh, they could break here. He's shifting through the gears here. Gundogan. Rodrigo. Forward it goes. Out for a throw. Bruno Guimaraes. Douglas Luis. Bruno Guimaraes. Eva Nielsen! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. A searching ball that into space. And he's heaved it away. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Sané. Musiala. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That pass has been well intercepted. Here come Brazil on the counter. Oh, a delicate chip through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Douglas Luiz. Danilo. He's gone backward here. Brilliantly cut out. Spread out to the left. Full Krug. Oh, that's well spotted. Marquinhos. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Decent progress down the left. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's full Krug. Oh, easy pickings there. Eva Nielsen. Rodrigo. Douglas Luiz. That's good play. And again. And it's in. Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Rodrigo. And he's lost his man here. Great chance! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead.
Brazil clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Gundogan. Great skill, that's nice. Oh, it's played into the area. Marquinhos is there, and he can get that clear. Goes in for the header! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Oh, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
Germany grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
It's a promising run he's making on the right. Takes on his marker. Danilo with the cross. Gundogan. Rodrigo. And now the breakaway. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Rudiger. Now Schlotterbeck. Raum. And he's there to get it away. Now Schlotterbeck. Nicely intercepted. And that has left him in a heap. And the follow-up. Goal! Brazil! And again they hit the front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Favour at the break, 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
The action has already resumed here.
Germany need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Well, there's the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Raum. Shifted upfield. And it's Gundogan. Raum. And Toni Kroos. Gundogan. Delivers the ball. Toni Kroos. Fulkrug! Oh, it's come loose. Great defending, strong and determined. He's had a shot! And a second time! He's got away with one there. Kimmich, aim forwards to Musiala. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Rodrigo. Douglas Luiz. Danilo. Gets good distance on it. To Douglas Luiz. Looking tidy in position. Even Nielsen! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Gundogan. He's had it taken off him.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. To the goalkeeper. Full crew.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Has a goal! And he's managed to get rid. Kimmich. Toni Kroos. And it's Gundogan. Played out to the left flank. Pings in across. Marquinhos clears it away. Well, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Gundogan. Toni Kroos. To Musiala. Toni Kroos. It's Kimmich. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Clearly not happy with that. Musiala. Gundogan. And it's gone back to the keeper. Ball is over the line. Vinicius Junior. He's found a way through. Drives it in. Vinicius Junior. Douglas Luiz. Nice ball and he's in here. Even Nilsson! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. They'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Gundogan. And Raul. This is promising. Gets his pass away. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Very nicely done. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? That's surely a foul. Free kick.
we all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Marquinhos. So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Rudiger attempts a clearance. And they're quick to get it back. Rodrigo. Even Nielsen! Sade moved on forwards. And he's there to clear it. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And it's Danilo. It's run loose here. Danilo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. He's one-on-one, surely! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Rudiger. And it's Toni Kroos. Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing.
Fulkrug really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Great work on the overlap. It'll be a throw-in. The cross comes up to meet it! Harmlessly behind.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Toni Kroos. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Gundogan. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Cleared without complication.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Toni Kroos. Gundogan.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Raul. Cross goes in there. Cleared away. Played it again. Danilo. Rodrigo. Oh, well played. Raum. To Musiala. Forwards and with intent. And back to the goalkeeper. Gabriel. Douglas Luiz. Danilo. No, he's not getting his way this time. Gundogan. Sané. Chance to finish. Musiala. Climbs up big! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, that's well seen too. Kimmich. Looking for the runner. Danilo is there, and he can get that clear. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Brazil can counter promptly here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Out to the left it goes. Danilo gets it away. Toni Kroos. Pass is coming off in quick succession. And Sané! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
And it's played forward. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Musiala. And it's Sané. Douglas Luiz. Brazil looking to pass their way through. Eva Nilsson. That is very well defended. Sané. Rudiger. And Raum. And it's Toni Kroos. To Musiala. Now it's Füllkrug. Gundogan. And it's Toni Kroos. Played out to the right. To Toni Kroos. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Gets to show off his quick feet. Vinicius Junior's cross. Oh, it's come loose. Vinicius Junior. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Douglas Luiz. And the shot! The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
Well, that's how you penetrate the numbers, with very shrewd movement and passing precision, and all done at pace.
Here's the return pass. Raul succumbs to the pressure. Vinicius Junior, here's onto this. He could be in here. Oh, look at the space here. Out towards the flank. Crosses it in. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Vinicius Junior. Gundogan gets it clear. Full crew. Just eases him off the ball. Gabriel. And it's Danilo. Rodrigo. Ava Nielsen. To Douglas Luiz. Played to Danilo. Douglas Luiz. Sane. Fiddles it through. Can he get onto this? And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Marquinhos. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Danilo. Rodrigo. Musiala. That's Rudiger. Half an hour gone in the second half. What a throw in. Gabriel. Brazil finding their passes. Goes, heads it! And that would have won it.
Well, that ought to have wrapped it up, Peter. You may well regret that, you know.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gabriel. Danilo. Good spot, he's seen the run. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Sané. Over to the left. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Forwards and with intent. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the counter is on. Looking for options for movement. Toni Kroos. Passing is crisp and sharp. It's Kimmich. Toni Kroos. And here's Sané. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Kimmich. And here's Sané. Out of play for a throw. Musiala. Gabriel clears it away. Eva Nielsen. Spread out to the left. Great run on the overlap here. Now here's the delivery. Danger averted for now.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into a...
Rodrigo! Oh, that is rather wayward. Pinches it off him. And it's been given away. Danilo. And that's a throw. Danilo cuts it out. Vinicius Junior. Eva Nielsen. Eva Nielsen. Eva Nielsen! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Toni Kroos. Gently done. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. And he's gone looking for safety. Schlotterbeck. Sané. To Musiala. Gundogan. Well timed, excellent interception. Marquinhos getting this one clear. Kimmich threads one in. Gundogan. And it's Toni Kroos. Oh, this is a great position. It's loose, and now the hit. Danilo. Now this could be a chance. He's got away. Rodrigo. Oh, that's neat. And he's there to clear it. Gets it back. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Gets his pass away. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Into the last 5 minutes. Danilo. Rodrigo. Eva Nielsen. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, great chance! Kroos does really well to win the ball there. He's been picked out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Marquinhos. And it's Marquinhos. And Danilo. Rodrigo. Back when it goes. He's got a bit shapes to shoot! He has done it! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Gundogan. Vinicius Junior. He's a sharp little ball here. Douglas Luiz. Danilo. And it's Danilo. Interesting ball. Aimed in towards the centre. Turns and goes back. It's a good spell of possession, this. Ava Nielsen. Rodrigo. Out to the right. Showing good feet. Sane. Fulcrum. And it's lofted through here. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That has been cut short. Raum. And Toni Kroos. Sané. It's Kimmich. Sané. Can he get away here? Kimmich. Danilo attempts a clearance. That's very neat. Hit into the middle. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that was very necessary. Good spot, he's seen the run. That's going to go a long way. Musiala, Gundogan, played into the middle, well read, and the danger is averted. Brazil have it back and they can go again. And that's it.